What's up everybody, it's Joe with J Blake Photo, and in this video we're going to be talking about what we think might be coming and the rumors that we're hearing about what Apple might do with the iPhone 16 Pro and the iPhone 17 Pro and the cameras that are coming on those phones. Real quick before we jump into the video, I am rebuilding my YouTube channel. I need 700 or so hours to get remonetized. Apparently I missed an email or something, I don't know. So please go ahead and like this video, hit subscribe, and watch till the end, even if you just do it with your phone in your pocket. Also, my new Instagram is down below. My Facebook got hacked, so I appreciate all your support. Anyway, let's jump into the news. So Apple has released with the iPhone 15 Pro Max the ability to get this larger telephoto zoom. This is the 14 Pro, and this has the 3x optical zoom here on this back lens. With the 15, Apple went with their patented pentaprism technology to be able to bounce that light all through a special piece of, I don't know, it looks like a crystal. To be able to get that light in the right shape, to be able to hit that sensor and be a 5x telephoto view. Very similar to how things bounce around, how light bounces around inside a traditional lens. Really cool technology. A lot of people were expecting more than 5x zoom on that, although my understanding is that it's pretty good at 5x. The problem is that the sensor underneath that lens is a 12 megapixel sensor. It's a decent sensor, but one sensor that isn't decent is the ultra-wide sensor on the iPhone. If you are not in perfect lighting, and I mean this as someone who I absolutely love this phone, I love the ultra-wide, I use it all the time, especially when I'm out on mountain biking adventures, love it. But I definitely think that it could use a considerable upgrade. So what we're hearing is that these two cameras are going to get a big upgrade in a big way in the iPhone 16 and iPhone 17 Pro. Now currently on the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max, you have the 48 megapixel main camera, very similar to what you have on the 14. I love this camera, it is phenomenal. I love the sensor, I love the fact that you've got the 48 megapixels and the 24 megapixels and you can kind of choose. It'll bend down and it uses all the tech inside to be able to make the best photo possible. But the ultra-wide and the telephoto are still 12 megapixels. Now on the 15, it does have the telephoto lens, but it is still a 12 megapixel sensor underneath. And honestly, the iPhone has been rocking that same dimension for a long time.
Got a great camera in iPhone 6S and 6S Plus. It's a 12 megapixel iSight camera.
So they have definitely improved the sensors over time. The resolution hasn't changed. So what we're hearing now, iPhone 16 Pro with the ultra wide will get an upgrade to 48 megapixels. That is the 2.2, currently a 2.2 f2.2 aperture with a 13 millimeter equivalent field of view. That's 120 degrees. That lens will get an upgrade to a full 48 megapixel sensor. Whether or not that one will get the image stabilization that we have on the 48 megapixel main sensor is yet to be seen, although to be quite honest, at a higher field of view, normally image stabilization isn't as necessary, at least outside of maybe what the iPhone can just normally provide using digital image stabilization, which it's going to be able to do a lot better with that higher resolution. My expectations, it'll still have that 2.2 aperture, if not better, and it'll still have 100% focus pixels. Now that's the 16, right? That's what we're gonna see at the September-ish timeframe, 2024. Moving forward another year in 2025, September time, we will be seeing a increase to the megapixels behind the telephoto. So now, right now, that telephoto camera has the 5x optical zoom in the max. The expectation is that in 2016, that optical image stabilization will also come to the normal Pro, not just the big Pro. So in 2016, in the Pro model, we would get the upgrade to the ultra wide to a 48 megapixel and get an upgrade for the smaller Pro model to be able to get the telephoto view. Then in 2025, we would get the upgrade for the telephoto camera to be able to get the additional 48 megapixel sensor. That's where things are going to get really interesting. You take that 48 megapixel sensor, You see already what iPhone can do on the main camera, on the 28 millimeter camera on the Pro with image stabilization. It's phenomenal. Take that and the already existing 3D axis stabilization that they have on the 12 megapixel sensor, they bring that to a 48 megapixel sensor, they give that 5x at 120 millimeters, maybe they up it to 200 millimeters with a 7 or 8, and you end up with a phenomenal telephoto zoom camera. And because of the megapixels, you have the ability to zoom in a little bit. So I think in my particular case, this is 2 years down the road. I've got a 2-year-old now. At some point, he's gonna be in soccer or some other sport where I'm gonna be up in the bleachers and I'm gonna be trying to take video of my kid playing sports. Do I wanna do that with my full kit, right? Am I going to bring, you know, the 70 to 200 with me and I'm gonna be up there in the stands, I'm gonna be that guy. Am I gonna do that? Absolutely, because that's who I am. But does everybody want to do that? Does your average Joe, right, want to do that? Or do they just want to take their phone out? Optical zoom with 48 megapixels and phenomenal image stabilization that they can punch into maybe 10x. Immediately, this makes me think that Apple might be working on some additional technologies with autofocusing, like tracking, where maybe within the stabilized, right? Let's say you punch into 24 megapixels. I wonder if Apple would be able to take that frame, and even though you're pointing it at your kid, maybe, or that bird, right? Or whatever your subject is off in the distance. And they can actually take that and shift the view within that 48 megapixel sensor to match your subject. And it's still gonna be a 4K signal for video. It's still gonna be a phenomenal still photo because obviously we know Apple can do that. As long as the lighting is halfway decent, I think we might be seeing something super cool. That's just my thought. That's what I think might be coming, considering the information that we're getting. Very excited for the end of next year where we'll be getting a higher megapixel ultra wide sensor. That I'm very excited for. That's great for me on photo adventures and on biking trips. Anyway, that's what we've learned. That's what we know right now. That's it. Anyway, I'm Joe. This is J Blake Photo. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. I'm kind of rebuilding here. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing, but I do love doing this stuff. I love talking about it. So please feel free and check out my video about you know, where I've been. I had 2 kids. I changed jobs. My wife went to school. It's been a crazy time. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.